Friday. Finally, I can get some sleep, maybe, if I'm lucky. Um, didn't really want to do much like of my written stuff, but I changed my mind so much that whatever. Um, I give off the same vibe that I'm taking. You're all mixed up like narcs with bacon, no taking. All I do is give, no faking. Is that really any way for a girl to live? A gift to give for the ages? 'Cause it's Christmas time when it comes to these pages, and my wages is none. I'm in the black at the bank, trying to pawn some love if I could. I'd grab a star from above, shove it all nestled in your blood vessel. Be nice, right? Anyways, I more so wanted to talk about some other stuff. Um, like I know there are people out there that feel the way that I feel, regardless of how afraid they are to admit it. I mean, I think it's pretty sad that most people will rather sit there in silence and allow, like, just they just allow everything that I just don't think is okay to happen. And I guess I do kind of sound like an idealist, but I feel like just because things exist, it doesn't make them right, and it doesn't make it so I shouldn't fight the things that I stand for. Like growing up in Las Vegas, it's like I had a lot of really, really good friends, a lot of women that, I felt very connected to, but there was a point, like when when we all got older, and, even I was saying this to my other friend, that Las Vegas can turn even the most wholesome of girls, like, it can make them consider doing things that they would have never considered doing. So I just want to bring a little bit of attention to this because a few days ago there was a woman named Annie Lobert, and I had first seen her on the Tyra Banks show, and she was talking to young women about prostitution and how, to not take that venue because this is what can happen if they do. So it's cool to see that after all the time that she spent on Tyra, that that she lived locally in my city. It's cool because I saw her on the local news after I saw her on Tyra, and just to be in the sex industry is a hard thing, period. I have like I said, so many friends that fell to that and always use the excuse of, well, now I get to pay my own bills and now I can pay my own way. But the ends don't justify the means. Yeah, you're paying your own bills, you might be paying your own way, but what are you paying for at the end of the day? Your dignity? Everything you stand for? See, the only thing I really stand for is my word. I understand I'm attractive. I understand I'd probably get a lot more hits if I sat here with my shirt off, but you know what? There's just some things that I'm not willing to compromise, and that's why it's cool to be raised by your dad. And that's why dads need to get some more play, because they've been pretty vilified like fucking pit bulls. And my own life, I'm trying to find the balance between being a complete relic or being stock. And there's like such a thin line, there's really, in Las Vegas at least, not much of a gray area, and it's because of those women who say, yeah, it's okay for me to get naked and take money, it's okay for me to have sex for money, it's okay for me to allow this person to make me a subject. See, you think that what you're doing doesn't affect anyone but you. And not only is that untrue, just generally, but, you're hurting your family, but, I mean, like I said, you're speaking for every woman when you act like that. So don't do it. Stop acting like that. If you don't have more to offer than that, it's like, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be the one having to answer to people driving up next to me, asking me if I'm working. If I'm working, It's like, and if more fucking bitches stood up for themselves and said, look, that's not who I am, never will be who I am, then, guys, if there's no fucking supply, there's no demand, okay? Period with that. And, I don't know, I just get to be such a spaz sometimes. I stutter, and my thoughts race 1,000,000,000 miles per hour, and, thought I was on enough medication for that not to be like that, but unfortunately, I don't even think they make enough medication for me not to be a fucking spaz. So, I'm okay with it. Now, what I'm not okay with is Justin Bieber. And I know a lot of you are not okay with him, but mine for different reasons, I'm sure. I'm not, A, I'm not a guy, and B, I'm not threatened by him. And I can't see how any man would be threatened by him, but I see how he's easily taken the world and put it in his hands, and that's respectable. But at the same time, I remember seeing an interview with him, and it was almost like, as my friend Aurora used to say, he was looking in the mirror and going, what? I'm not Usher? Oh my god. Oh my god, wait, everyone, wait, I'm not Usher? Are you sure I'm not Usher? Because I thought I was Usher when I woke up. Okay, are you sure? Alright. And then he, just has that whole attitude, and then he says, hey, Usher wanted to sign me. And then the interviewer says, oh, how interesting, yeah, And he must have said it 5 million times after that, It almost felt like, if I ever meet this motherfucker on the street or anywhere, I'm gonna say, did Usher want to sign you? Because you might have mentioned it maybe once or 5 billion times. Did Usher want to sign you? Okay. And Usher, you're great. You're a song and dance man, just like the old school, you know what I mean? You could do everything. But I promise not to, compare you to Michael Jackson if you promise to stop hanging out with Justin Bieber, because it's creepy. You know what I mean? It's kind of creepy. It's probably to your benefit, of course. I mean, that's cool. I understand making money. Well, I don't really understand it, but I know people do it. And, I guess whatever we're willing to do for a buck, huh? Fuck it. Well, my cat's screaming at me. My cat Pookie. He won't probably get into the picture because he's camera shy and he's got a body image. So have a good Friday. I'm thinking about taking the weekend off from this shit right here. This here. Gonna take the weekend off. I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And everything else is okay, I guess. Here we are. If you're watching this, you're just as fine as I am. So even if it doesn't make sense, it made enough sense to me to be fucking cool with it. So have a nice day, have a nice night, have a nice weekend. See you later. Bye.